Here I go. All right, bring it on.
What's good, everybody out there on YouTube? This is your man Shattuck Stick dropping some hot faraga on this mic. Today we're talking about The World Ends With You, and more specifically the controls around The World Ends With You Final Remix. Many who have picked up The World Ends With You Final Remix on the Nintendo Switch have loved it, but one thing that has been splitting, I guess, the fan base or community or the players of the game are the controls, and more specifically the tabletop and the TV controls, because they utilize motion controls or gyro sensors in the right and left Joy-Cons. A lot of people have been saying that they are just straight up bad, but I'd have to disagree. See, the thing with The World Ends With You is that the game has always had this problem with controls, especially in the DS era, and adapting that to smartphones was easy, but when you're adapting this to a television screen, it's much harder, especially when you're trying to adapt a touchscreen to a television screen. It's just really hard. People are saying, oh, they should have done more for the controls, but I think gyro controls were the best way to go. The biggest issue I've been hearing is that it's too fast or it's too hard to control, when the issue is that people are not fine-tuning it to themselves. Now, I do have to say this, the game starts off when you're using motion controls with too high a sensitivity / pointer speed for the game. I turned this down to 1 immediately when I started using motion controls, and it made my play experience a lot better. While I was still having some issues trying to get used to it, once I grasped the concept of this is a gyro control, this is a pointer, I finally understood that I don't need to think about it one-to-one. On top of that, there's a reset button, and it's much like Splatoon. Splatoon, if you just hop in with motion controls and don't understand how they work or understand how they are to be used, then you're going to have a bad time. If you're never resetting in Splatoon when you're using your pointer, you're gonna have a bad time. And I think the biggest issue here are people are not resetting the pointer to the middle of the screen when they should be resetting it. And it's something that, again, you have to get used to. Once you get used to it, you'll understand how the game works in TV mode and you'll be fine. And it makes the overall play experience better. Again, like I said earlier, I moved my pointer speed down to 1, but I moved my way back gradually up to 3. And while yes, I was having trouble at first grasping it, about 2 or 3 hours into the experience using it in tabletop and in TV play, I understood that I should be using the reset button a lot more than what I think I am. People are thinking of this reset button as something that's supposed to only basically snap it back if the controller gets off axis, but that is not actually the case. The reset button actually kind of acts like it does in Splatoon. It's there to reset your controller to, I guess, the center axis of the screen. And no, not because the game needs you to recenter your axis, but more so to make it easier to return to the center of the screen so you don't have to do it manually, and instead you have an automatic button that allows this. And more important, constantly. You're supposed to make, I guess, these quick snaps across the screen, and once you get good with this, you it feels like, I guess, the equivalent of using it to a touchscreen. While yes, it's not one-to-one, it's not apples to apples, it definitely becomes almost as intuitive, if not as intuitive, as the touchscreen controls in, I guess, handheld mode. Overall, I think it delivers an experience that any who haven't played or have played the game will enjoy. So should you pick it up because of this, or should you not pick it up because of this? No, go ahead and pick up the game. It's a phenomenal game, and this does not mar it by any means. Spawnwave made a video on it, and I was just like, this can't be true. And I hadn't played the game yet. I had gotten the game, but I hadn't had the chance to play it. But once I sat down with it, I was just like, you know, at first I was like, I hate this. I hated the motion controls in the game. I was just like, why would you do this? But then I sat down with the game a little bit more, and I actually tried to learn how to control the game with the gyro controls, and it made sense to me at that point. It actually worked extremely well, and I'm glad for that. But I don't know, you could feel completely different from me. Anyone here, if you tell me if you agree with me, tell me if you disagree with me down in that comment section below. But this has been your man Shattuck Stick. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, share this video with your friends. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I post there and I update you guys there when stuff's happening in my life, etc. And make sure you join the Discord down below. You guys get to talk in there with other people who are fans or who are subscribers, or just in general me. I haven't been as active as I wanted it to be, like especially during the summer it was hyper active, but now it's kind of lulled down. But I'd like to get that started up again, especially since I have more time to focus to my online stuff or online content creation or just talking to people online again. But again, this has been your man Shadixik. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this video out with your friends. Follow me on Twitter and join the Discord down below. We're out of here. Peace. Kiss, kiss.